Hello, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, and welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Business Casual. I'm your host, the RJB0. Today was the final match for ARGCS Vegas, and so I am giving you guys a couple of deck analyses. There were some pretty cool decks, including the final two decks were a Mythic Ruler deck and a Bujin deck. The Bujin analysis is going to be fairly short and sweet, since most of what got this guy through the day was his playing, and the deck itself isn't particularly different from your standard Bujin build. So why don't I just get right to the deck list, and then once I'm done with the deck list, I'll talk about a couple of his choices. First, we've got the double Mikazuchi, triple Yamato, triple Crane, and double Hare, double Turtle for your Bujin lineup. You've got double Veiler and one Honest for a total of 15 monster cards. Then you have two Bujin Carnations, a Dark Hole, which ended up winning him the last match, triple Fire Formation Tenki, double Forbidden Lance, double Kaiser Coliseum, also won him the match, triple MST, triple Duality, and triple Upstart for 19 spell cards, and only 6 trap cards is very interesting. You've got the one bottomless, triple Fiendish Chain, one Warning, one Torrential. The side deck is one Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear, triple Maxi, one Twister, which some people are reporting as one Dust Tornado. However, he did say after the match, quote, "I decided to side in both the Dust Tornado and the Twister," or both the Tornado and the Twister, so I feel like he was running both of them, but I'm not sure why he would do that. I don't know. It was interesting. One Black Horn of Heaven, triple Debunk, double DNA Surgery, one Dust Tornado, one Full House, and double Memory of an Adversary. His extra deck is fairly self-explanatory. Double Kagetsuchi, one Susanowo, one Tsukuyomi, one Omega with a Ptolemy M7. You've got the Diamond Direwolf. You've got the Exciton Knight Cowboy Maestro, 101 Arc, Crazy Box, Paladynamo, and double Abyss Dweller. So, a couple of things. First off, the ARG site is misreporting both the top decks, since it is both decks are missing multiple cards from their deck list on the ARG site, so I'm taking this from kind of a patchwork of reporting, but I am fairly sure that this list is correct. Why don't I get down to the analysis, and we can talk about the reporting in the comment section below. So the first thing I want to talk about is the small trap lineup. A lot of people run a lot of traps in Bujins, and they really don't need it, and I'll tell you why. The reason? These 7 cards right here. Double Turtle, double Hare, triple Crane. With those in the game, especially with the double Kaiser Coliseum and the ability to get them in your hand so easily, you don't need that many traps in this deck. In fact, traps can get in your way because they interfere with the consistency in your ability to put Yamato or Mikazuchi on the board, which is basically the most important mechanic of the deck, is putting your Yamato or Mikazuchi on the board and keeping them alive. So I think it was a smart decision to run what he did. It really looks, from the cards that he has in here, it really looks like this was all he really needed. He has his mass removal, he's got ways of stopping everything, and the nice thing about Fiendish Chain is it stops monsters without doing mass removal, which leaves your Kaiser Coliseum to be a pretty hard lockdown for your opponent. Moving on to the monster count, this is fairly standard. The double Veiler is basically the only thing that ever gets switched around. Almost always, it's the same Bujin lineup. The double Veiler makes sense against the majority of matchups he was going to face today, which were most likely to be Fire Fist plus Rogue decks. So Veiler is better against the Fire Fist plus Rogue decks than Maxi is. So it makes sense for him to be running the Veiler, and there, once again, isn't a whole lot of reason for him to take that out for trap cards. And of course, he could side out the Veilers for things like Debunks, which won him the match. Like, his choices for this deck really were good against the Mythic Dragon Ruler matchup. So let's talk about that side deck while I'm on the subject. One of the things I absolutely love is the triple Debunk. I've been telling you guys how good this card is forever. This card is good against Mermails. It's good against Dragon Rulers. It's good in the mirror match too. Like, it's good for basically everything but Fire Fist. And Fire Fist is going to be gone. Debunk is going to be a huge card going into Primal Origins. Because if you think about it, If your opponent goes for an artifact play, you can hit that debunk, banish the artifact. If your opponent goes for a play with hair, or they try to hair in response to something, you can debunk it, it's gone. So debunk is an amazing card and was really a huge factor in his ability to win today. A lot of people were going to be citing variations on DNA Surgery against him, so running DNA Surgery in the side deck, along with all the back row removal that he has, may actually have been a smart idea. It also helps him against the Spellbook matchup, being able to turn any of these cards into a Beast Warrior monster not only disrupts the Spellbook plays, but also improves the consistency of his own deck. The Full House, I figured he would run 3 of them, or not 3 of them, but 2 of them in the side deck against Fire Fist. That may be, once again, a reporting gap, since the ARG site was missing 1 card from the side deck last time I checked. I've been counting over and over again because it annoys me to no end that they underreport on those things. And then the Bear just makes sense because it's an easy out to problem cards. This deck, really, it was the matchups that he faced. He faced a ton of good matchups, and he prepared for his most common matchups, which is a smart idea. What he ended up doing was facing against the most common matchup, which he was prepared for, and then ended up facing a bunch of good matchups in the finals, which, you know, a lot of people say that it was down to luck and the luck of the matchups, but the thing is, he prepared for that, which is what was really huge. And once again, against Mermails, this guy really has a lot of things he can do. He has that triple Maxi, triple Debunk, he has the double Abyss Dweller, so his Mermail matchup wasn't bad either. He was just very well prepared for his day today. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you didn't, let me know why in the comment section below. And then talk about Bujins in this deck particularly. What did you guys think of that final match? It was just so much fun. I enjoyed myself all day. Meanwhile, thank you guys for watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Business Casual. I will have the analysis for the Dragon Ruler and Evilswarm decks coming up soon. Thank you guys for watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Business Casual. I'm your host, the RJB0, and I got a jet. See you guys.